Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft Modded, Part 47. In the last episode, we traversed further into the desert, hoping to find Saguaro. And we did! In this episode, we're going to continue. Fun fact, I literally just recorded this for those who didn't watch the previous video. I've literally just recorded that bit. I just recorded the last episode because I needed to do this in order to have a video per day this week. And so I had to deal with that problem. But yeah, currently we're building up our little house in the desert, and we're waiting for nighttime because I don't want mobs. And is that a problem I'll have to deal with later? I sure hope not. I sure hope that's not a problem. That could be pillagers. I hope it's not. You know what I really hope for? It to be nighttime. I think we still got some time left, even though it's super dark out. But luckily, we've got a good amount of sunlight left. Maybe I could have been doing this. Oh well. Let us continue moving forward. I want to also do this. So I need to do, what, this? Yeah. I need to do this all along the thing. I need there to be, hopefully, no gaps. And I believe this will leave no gaps in the in the thing. Still no. You know what? I might as well take off these glasses, because these glasses are hindering me more than they're helping me. Which is unfortunate. We will be getting into nighttime soon. I might as well turn all these spruce logs into planks. I might as well at this point. There's like no reason not to. I still gotta make a proper bed for this place. Currently I'm just using the sleeping bag. Alright. Finally, with the sun coming up and our things not built. Let's add 42 more. Let's add 40 more, so now we're at 42. And see, that was way too much. Because we have a tiny-ass house. But be unbothered by it, because we don't fucking care. Uh-oh. You know what I didn't anticipate? Making frickin' spruce. Well, let's get away with it like this. So if we do this, and then we do this, it does that at the very top. But, instead, we can grab these two, and we can do this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and then boom! We have ourselves a roof. Technically I could have grown it out a bit more, but honestly, this is a very makeshift abode. I'm gonna have to teleport out and teleport back in with an actual bed, because I didn't think that far ahead. So, let's teleport out now once we set our, second base. Second base. We may or may not, increase it. I don't know. What are my bases labeled as? There's like a green, a lighter green. Or no, a darker green, like there-ish. You know what I really wish? One, that this was a different color. But 2, this was showing it in a certain way. There's a lot of stuff I can do. What kind of advanced options? I don't know what this means. I don't have client options available. I didn't know I didn't have client options available. Waypoint manager. I don't think I can. I can't order these. These are ordered by name, I guess. So I'll order them by name, so I can gather them easier. Hopefully that'll be a consistent. No, it won't. Well, I'll just click it, so it's like that. Let's do this. Alright then, now that we have our second base, we're going to teleport back. See if we already probably don't have a bed. See that we can make, I just realized, we can make a green bed. You know what else we can do? Do something we never do, which is shear the sheep. You know what else we need to do? Grab our patates and feed all these pigs. Wait. I need to do this. And then that. And these guys haven't been able to mate. Until I think just now. So as I'm literally as I'm moving around them, they are able to mate. Because the time between the last time they mated, I think, is like just now hitting it. So that's pretty funny. Or only a few of them grew up, which sucks. But what we can do is we can move this back and shear some sheep. I might as well shear all the sheep. Good question. Very important question. Yes, my timer is going. For those wondering, I do use a timer. Unfortunately, I sometimes forget to pause when I need to cut stuff out. So, yeah, I'm an idiot in that, right? See, I told you. I told you it was going while I was doing it. So the number of pigs that needed to be, fed increased. I think it might be time to call the herd again. I might wait until we hit all these pigs grow up. All these piglets grow up, I think. I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to cull it down to a specific number. And then I'm going to grow them out. But more importantly, let's go drop off most of this. Drop off this 3 glare wool, and let's drop off the rest of that. And then we can go back with our 3, we can get rid of our planks, and then rush back over to the, thing. We can technically get rid of our cobblestone, too, or at least top off our cobblestone. Cool. I still want that, so we're going to do that. And then grab that. And then we're going to keep the sand, but we're going to grab this stone, because we need to make more bricks. Because I still want to make that house for the villagers. Or for me, in the village, so I can do that. So technically I need more white wool, but we can deal with that later. What I can't deal with later is dealing with the sand that's in my inventory. I kind of have to put that away temporarily, and then figure out what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to build the bed, and then I can pick up the thing. I'm going to make the bed green as well. I can do that from from there, because I can make the bed white, and then I can dye the bed green. So, unfortunately, it is time. Oh yeah, I can't auto-sort like that. I can't auto-sort, or... No, I can't place it in there, but I can grab it from there. Which is weird. Don't look too far into it. I don't know why that happens. More importantly, I'm going to put away this potato. And I'm going to put away this beef, because I need to gather way more beef as well. Maybe I should make another set of... I can't really do that unless I make, like, more spots for each of these plants. I gotta make a second set for vegetables. I gotta make another spot for vegetables. Maybe I should keep the duplicates in one chest, the duplicate vegetables in one chest, and put the other vegetables in a different chest. What I'm thinking is I'll probably move stuff from here to a new chest. I could put it anywhere. I think I could put it above. I think I'll just put it above right here, because it'll still work. Alright. Well, more importantly, we gotta teleport back now to our second base. Back in the sands, and from here, 1, I can grab this. 2, I can open it up, and 3, I can make 1 cat... How do you make dye? Do you need multiple? I think you need multiple. What? Oh, I'm an idiot. You have to cook, dye. You have to cook it in order to, get the dye. So I might as well make the dye I need. I believe I need 3 more dye to make the hose. We can check that right now. Let's check that right now. Nope, we need 4. So let's make 5. Let's make it 5. Because I need 1 for the dye itself and 1 for the actual other stuff. And then we can make the bed green. Because why not? Why not make the bed green? Luckily, we'll be able to make an infinite amount after that. That is the wrong button. And now we have a green bed. Yeah, after you make a bed, dye it a color, you cannot dye it any other color, I believe. I'm not sure, but now I can make that a respawn point. But first, I have to grab this green dye and then go back home and then sit around home for a bit because I need to do some stuff. And get stuff growing again. So maybe I'll go down into the deep slate layer again. Start mining around for some diamonds to justify other stuff. But of course, we have to teleport back to home base, which is unfortunate. Let's grab all these. We might as well. These are all grown a good bit, and I gotta start deciding what I want to do from here. I think I'm gonna make the rest of this. I'm gonna go back and start putting away more stuff, I think I'm gonna start putting away more stuff. I need to move that. So, I don't think I have another chest right now. I can make one. Make a chest there. put away that, and sleep, and then I gotta start thinking about other stuff. I gotta start thinking about what the next part's gonna be. Because we've gotta move stuff all the way over here. Put those away. Put away the coal. Grab the rest of this coal. Put away the rest of this coal. I didn't make more stone bricks. I probably should, because I'll probably need more. Yeah, I'll probably need more. I think I'm gonna start putting this in my inventory, my extra inventory here, as it's going to be the main bricks I do. I believe if we cook the stone bricks from here, we can make cracked stone bricks. I think we can make cracked stone bricks. But either way, we need more stone to make more stone bricks, because we are going to need a lot of stone bricks, most likely, as a just in case, because I'm probably going to build a decently sized house, and I still got to add like a button to it and some iron, which is going to be another problem, because I need to make it a iron door, which sadly we get 3 of them, which is unfortunate. Another important thing I gotta do is I gotta make the hose. So now, why isn't that working? Oh, we gotta be stupid. Okay, I believe we need a piece of iron and then 3 pieces of gold. And we can make the nozzle head. How do we make that? Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm an even bigger idiot than I thought. Okay, we need a gold, and then 2 of these, and then we make the hose nozzle, and then we put the hose nozzle there, and then we do a bunch of hose, and then we assign the hose to be... We are able to... I forget how the buttons go. What's the button? Looks like we're both looking at controls together. What's my swap? That's cheat item. That's ingredient for just enough items. Hovering with the mouse. Journey map. Journey map. Traveler's backpack. N! And also toggle hose nozzle. So now I can drink the water, I can spill the water, or I can suck the water. You can also do the same with other substances. I believe, if I'm not correct, I believe we can put lava in here. I don't know if we can put milk in there. I don't know if we can put it directly. If we swap our nozzle here, I don't know if we can. We can! So if we get affected by a, some form of, a debuff, we can drink milk and immediately lose that debuff. Because that's what milk does. Milk clears your buffs and debuffs. It is a side effect of using it, but even then. Alright, well, last I checked, we should be able to open up this chest. So let's start moving some of these over. Because we gotta. Anyways, alright, let's move over the stuff that goes in order anyways. So let's move all of these in a row first. And then we can start grabbing willy-nilly. And then eventually we can separate the chests out. So let's move olives, then let's move olives there. Move all of there, and now I can just start putting away fruits. And technically coconut. And cinnamon. And then I get to do the rest for everything else. Even though the peach sapling isn't itself a fruit, but the fact that it is peach does kind of change things. Alright, and then let's put you at the very edge, because you're kind of weird, in a weird gray area of food. Vegetables! So let's keep all of these in place. And let's move everything that isn't multiplicative. So, barley is... You aren't. You will be. In fact, you will probably be in your own inventory. Poison potato, rutabaga, pumpkin seeds, technically, leek, squash, turmeric, spinach, pepper, zucchini, and then start moving, although I need to move that. I need to do something special with that, because I'm an idiot. I'll deal with that later. What I do know is I can put away these pumpkins. And let's move a sweet potato. Move hops, that, radish. I forget. Have I grown the radishes at all? I don't think I have. You'll technically be moved into your own places. Let's move the potatoes over. Move the carrots up. Tomatoes. Lettuces. Once we get rice, I believe rice, is rice a cold climate? I forget. I can look up some of the crops. I can look up the crops, kind of, and go for a guesstimate on where we're supposed to go with it. But either way, we've now disconnected the crops. I don't know if we actually have anything for the radishes. I don't know. Alright. What kind of door? We did have a door. We just used it up. Keep that in my inventory. And let's put these at the edge, because these are an anomaly. And the hay bales are weird too. Alright! So now we have all the multiplicative? Question mark? Is that English? I don't remember. I do not remember if English or not. What I do know is that we now need some of this sand, because we need to exchange it for this annoyance. So, oh, crap. You know what I just realized? We might as well. I'll go and grab more sand. I don't care enough. I'll just make it a thing. I'll just make it a pattern. I don't care enough. Ooh, wait, I just realized I should not make it this close. I should not make it this close. I should not make it this close. I ain't gonna die today to drowning. I died before. For those who didn't know. Well, that was weird. Anywho, I need to go back on the side. I didn't go all the way around because I'm an idiot. Anywho, I don't want to do what I was doing. What I want to do is I want to do it out farther away. Freaking course, I'm an idiot. Well, I don't know where those went. So I'm just gonna steal a block or two. Right here. Why am I doing this as if I'm not going to get another set of 2 blocks, like right next to each other? That I'll be able to replace. See, what I'm trying to do... Uh-oh. There you are. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to space it out more because I don't want the, I don't want to be wasting the, sugarcane. To be fair, I have a good amount of sugarcane production right now, so, to be honest, it doesn't entirely matter that I want to do it differently, but it just makes it a whole lot easier if I separate it farther out. You know what? I think this is not the best way to do this, but this... When the hell did you get here? Come on! There's frickin' drowned with tridents underneath my frickin' thing? You're joking, right? Well, they'll just have to come up here themselves, cowards. And why I'm placing all the sand, wasting it all, remember, we can teleport to a frickin' desert. I don't care enough. Luckily, we don't really need cactus green or cactus for all that much. It is entirely just 4 cactuses. Quite literally, that is pretty much all that is for. Is cactus green. So not having too many isn't entirely bad. What sucks is these suckers aren't going to despawn until I kill them. So I am going to have to get down and dirty with them. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go get down and dirty with them. Hey, they're the ones that are on my turf. I had to deal with them, unfortunately. Where are you, idiots? And do both of you have tridents? Nope, only one of you had a trident. I need to get back to the surface. Alright, he's like right here. There you are. Ow, I'm an idiot. Alright, I don't think there was a trident dropped by him, which does kind of suck. It would allow for faster movement in water. If I believe I get Riptide? I think it's Riptide. Riptide is the enchantment, I think, that does the good things in the water. So I can essentially, like, dive out as if I was a dolphin. Alright. I think technically it's time I switch back over to that. Alright. So from here, we can grab ourselves some cactuses and put an amount that I have no idea. Technically, I can put this in the vegetable part of the thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow! I was exact somehow. Neat! Very neat. You know what? I should put them down here, because I'm technically going to be holding on to a lot of cactuses. And eventually, I don't know! It's good to check, if I can. Yes, I can! Good to know. I don't believe you can sell cactuses. Is that another video done? I'm very sorry that we didn't do too much. I mean, we returned home. And we're able to do stuff again. I think we're going to end this episode out with me setting up the rest of the crops. So if I recall, it was this bell pepper and these bell peppers. It was the saguaros, the eggplant, and the pineapples, I think. Oh, and technically sweet berries. So we have a whole other reason to add more crops to our thing. So I guess that means I can add even more wheat, technically. Oh yeah, I need to just grab it from here. Of course. Well, luckily I have a second one. Alright, so that means I can fill up these. So, these are pineapple seeds. These are more bell peppers, which will equal up to all of our bell peppers. These are eggplants. And these are saguaros. And boom. But, we technically have sweet berries we can grab. So, we're gonna start growing sweet berries. You know what? I think we should set it up. So I don't think we'll have a problem with this. I don't know if I know that person. You know what? Maybe I'll just not be an idiot. How about that? How about I just watch for this set and go right next to it and just grab the berries off of it? Alright, but that does mean we now need more crops to place here. Now, the obvious answer is a row of wheat, a row of something that I can sell. Like, I believe the carrots can be sold, and the beetroot can be sold. But I think I'm going to do even more carrots. I think I'm going to do more carrots, and then I'm going to get all these seeds done. Then we'll put the rest of these wheat seeds down, and then I might as well actually put them away. Alright, then we can do these. Actually, I can grab even more wheat seeds, now that I think about it, because I can actually put an alternating set. So I can do this, and then I do actually have to end this episode here. So unfortunately, for those who would be happy for me to continue, I have already spent an hour of gameplay doing a lot, going across the desert, trying to find saguaros, failing to find saguaros for about half an episode, and just now returning back home. So, to be frank with you, I am going to be holding off for now. Luckily, one of them grew to a full berry bush, and I get to place down another berry bush. Oh, good! I just realized I don't even have to touch that. Good! I don't even have to touch it because of this mod. Lovely. I can just go across the side of it and hold down right-click and grab them all. Nice. Alright, so now we're growing more carrots, more wheat. We're growing sweet berries for the first time. We've got, what is it, eggplants? No, saguaros, eggplants, pineapples, bell peppers, and then we've got all of the rest of our stuff. We still have a lot of crops to gather, actually. Oh yeah, berry bushes, even without berries on them, will damage you. But more importantly, I have to end this episode here. So, if you like this video, you can like it down below, you can comment, that's entirely up to you. If you liked it enough that you want to subscribe, I recommend you hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload. Because as of right now, I'm uploading every day. And for Christmas, I will be having videos go up for Christmas and New Year's. I believe this one is Christmas Day. Yeah, this one's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier in the episode, but if you make it to this part and you're watching it the day of, Merry Christmas. If you're not watching it the day of and you're watching it in between now and New Year's, Happy New Year's. And, yeah. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas and your New Year's if you're not watching it around that time. But yeah, hopefully I will stop colliding with these dang sweet berries. And I will see you in the next episode. Alrighty?